But I did, and I was able to get on the court alongside. I was on the court with Michael Jordan, Antoine Walker, Penny Hardaway,
Legend,
Ron Artest, Michael Finley, all these guys.
Who guarded you?
Nobody. I was unguardable. Nobody. I was unguardable. Yes.
Bruh. LeBron James has got to be the most interesting man to ever do it, fam. I'm serious. If the man scratches his butt, the world wants to know, how'd you do it, LeBron? On the New Heights podcast with the Kelsey brothers, you heard he casually dropped that he was unguardable in high school when he played with Jordan. Played against Jordan. I don't know what the hell he did, because it's never, if you realize, it's never, he doesn't say it exactly, all right? But here's the kicker, right? What did he do? Why does it sound like he's implying it? He never said he played against him or with him. Is LeBron trying to hype himself up, y'all? Is there more to this story? Today, we're going to break it down because the internet is going crazy. Was Jordan even there? Was he even there, fam? Or, because I want to know. And I can see, to be honest with you, I could see a young LeBron dominating, because in high school, if you remember, dude was a freak of nature. Like, he looked like an NBA player playing with high schoolers. I want to know if he dominated like that, or is it all a cat? Facts. Is it a deeper conspiracy? Because he's one of the all-time greats of his era. I will give him that. So why make this up? Is it, just another way to insinuate that you're better than Mike? I don't know. LeBron fans, listen. Jordan fans, you listen to. This is not a bash LeBron video. However, it is an integrity comparison, because we think Jordan is the GOAT, not only for his play, but for his credibility. Do you feel me? That's a huge part of leadership. And I hear all these guys that get paid millions of dollars, telling me how horrible of a leader Jordan was compared to the leadership of LeBron. So here's my question. If LeBron is capping about something like this, is this the quality of a great leader? I'm just saying, fam. Before we continue though, I want to give y'all some food for thought, all right? Just human nature stuff, because sometimes we get sidetracked and don't think things through for some reason. I met Magic Johnson. I met Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Actually, I know, well, that's another story. And I met Byron Scott. I remember everything about that moment. Me and my dad being in the elevator of some hotel. And we had an opportunity to meet them. Now, the closest I've ever got to Jordan was in the tunnel of a New Jersey Nets game because of a reporter at my mom's. It was mass hysteria to even get that close. And we didn't have Androids at that point, right? But I was able to take pics. Matter of fact, I let my boy hold them and I never got them back. Yo, Don, if you ever listen to this, where my Jordan pics at, fam? Oh, man. Point is, I remember being up close on Jordan. What it was like to see the greatest basketball player of all time in real time. And it was surreal, right? Side note, I have never been one that's been starstruck with celebrities and all that stuff, man. But Jordan is a little different, and I'm going to just leave it at that. I'll also say this. If I was on the court with Mike, fam, let alone giving him buckets, either way, if I was throwing in the lob, or if I gave him the pass, the no look, or if I banged it on him, crossed him up, ever. Look, With Shaq Iverson the fame, his crossover, one crossover move on Mike that will never be. So if I'm in high school and I'm giving Mike buckets, fam, the birds, the dogs, the cats, the cockroaches, the mice, the rats, the heavens, everybody would know. Everybody would have heard how I dominated and gave Mike that vote. I'm sorry, bargain. So it's a little strange to hear this story now from LeBron the way that I'm hearing it. Especially when I have an interview he did years ago and he's talking about, I assume it sounds like the same story and it's a little different. Salute to Josh Carson. I left the link in the description to his video. That's where I got a lot of this information from. He did an excellent review of this story a few years ago. Listen to this LeBron interview and we'll come back. It's crazy.
I think it was my junior year in high school. I go up to Chicago and I go to a gym called Hoops where he plays basketball in the summertime. And I didn't know he was going to be there. But I seen him walking towards me and it was kind of like he was walking on air. I had to pinch myself. Is that Michael? Who? And it's like he was like Black Jesus to me. Like
Hoops, the gym in Chicago, was a popular spot for pickup games between NBA players in the early 2000s. Carter described it as basketball heaven. This little building with 2 courts in it, a weight room that wasn't huge but had all the technology advances for weightlifting. LeBron and Carter found out about it at an AAU tournament in Chicago where they met Greg Ryan, who worked for Michael Jordan's trainer, Tim Grover. They were invited to the gym where Grover talked to LeBron about the importance of lifting, considering at the time, 16-year-old James hadn't really lifted in his life. LeBron and Carter would return to the gym where James would eventually get to play in pickup games against the likes of Paul Pierce, Jerry Stackhouse, Antoine Walker, and Ron Artest. And this is where it gets interesting, people, because Artest, now Meta World Peace, shared this on the Knuckleheads podcast back in September of 2019.
Maverick brought him.
Maverick brought him, really?
Maverick
was there with him
was a little older than him, but he hadn't went to college yet. Yeah.
That's amazing. I didn't know that.
Yeah,
I was there.
Twan had brought him out there. That's why
I
he
gave him
was
a
there.
forearm on fast break. He was coming. He was cooking. He couldn't. Nobody can guard him. LeBron James.
At all.
They couldn't guard him. I'm like, I'm getting embarrassed. He's embarrassing us. So he's coming down full speed. LeBron James. Boom. I lay him on the floor. He get up and start cooking more. He's just tough. He was about 225 at that time. But I remember him just being tough.
This story seems to line up with the timeline provided by Maverick Carter, but makes it seem like LeBron dominated all the pros on the court. According to Carter, this was not the case. He got a couple buckets, went up and down. He wasn't at all ready to defend. If Stackhouse caught it, he'd take him to the hole. He wasn't at all ready to defend. But on offense, if you can pass, you can play. And he could pass and had the size and ability to get into the paint, and he got a couple buckets. Still, the one player missing from these pickup games was, Michael Jordan. There's no account of a 16-year-old LeBron playing against Jordan at Hoops, the gym, just the account of LeBron meeting MJ for the first time there. So,
Alright, so now you heard and saw what I've seen. Same thing. Alright, shout out to Josh Carson. Pay attention to another nugget though. In the Kelsey's brothers interview, remember, he said he had an afro at the time that when he first met Jordan. Go back and look at it. So the pic in the thumbnail that everybody is saying is proof that he was on the court with Jordan is nothing more than when LeBron was at Jordan's camp. Alright? I watched Dreamers Pro video on this and he showed excerpts of LeBron, of an article or something with LeBron's account. Nothing about him saying he was unguardable. Nothing about playing with or giving Jordan that work. Now on the other hand, Meta World Peace, aka Ron Artest, he's no ass kisser. Hey, never knew him to be there. I can't put that on him. A lot of these other dudes, I don't know. But him, nah. If he says LeBron was cooking, I gotta believe him. That LeBron was cooking. Like LeBron cooked somebody. But he never said he was cooking Jordan. Even when he interviewed with Shannon, he said he don't remember. Maybe they might have been on the same team. He said he couldn't remember that part where it's now that. It's kind of odd to me, but I'm gonna let Meta live. In the interview when LeBron was younger, Nah, I would have told the world I cooked Mike. Barbecue chicken, I baked him. Fried, like, get his old ass out of here. I'm the one. I would have been going crazy. But he ain't do none of that. He didn't say cook anybody. Like, anybody in the NBA that I cooked, I would have been screaming with the bullhorn. Like, I cooked Vaughn Artest. I cooked Antoine Walker. Like, what? You're crazy. Facts. If that was the case, only if that was the case. And I'm just saying, as a young teenager, just think about that. Y'all crazy. What I think happened is LeBron may have put in work against those other guys, but he ain't played on the court with Jordan at the time. I think LeBron gaslit the whole story just because he likes playing games with our minds, fam. Is he capping? Yeah. If a millionaire steals a candy bar from a store he owns, is it stealing? But tell me what you think, fam. And listen, I started this channel to give you guys a voice, and your thoughts count. Alright, that's the only way we stop this media BS. Don't be shy. Get in the comments and let it rip. Do you believe LeBron was unguardable? Did he cook? Do you believe he cooked Jordan? Do you believe if he cooked anybody? How do you feel about the mind games he likes to play with the fans? Alright? I appreciate you tapping in. On your way out, only if you enjoyed the video, I ask you to leave a little tip in the form of a like, if possible, fam. I want to blow this channel up to be one of the biggest out there and with the dopest community. I can't do it without you. You feel me? If you want to be first to get this work, go ahead and subscribe. Till the next video, be safe and God bless.